Hello everybody, this is the first of two special videos here this month on Badger, and it's going to be what I thought was the best TV of 2016. Things that I loved, things that I really got into. I love the stories, the characters, and basically the whole series, so here we go. First up, we have a group of TV shows, which I'm going to clump all together due to, if I don't, I'm just going to end up talking about the same thing over and over again. And that's the DC TV series, which are Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl. I was glad this year that Supergirl came over to the CW, which means we had some really good crossovers. And my mouth just went blah blah blah, but I'm going to carry on anyway. Yeah, Arrow this season has had a little bit of faults. It is really turning into Batman Light, but I'm still liking it. The Flash is going from strength to strength. I have loved this season so far. And Supergirl, you can tell that because it moved over to CW, there was a little bit of changes. Some of the sets had to change, some of the characters had to change. And it was very nice to do those little crossovers that they did. Legends of Tomorrow, however, I've kind of got a little confused about. A lot of things has happened on that show that has made me go, what? Why? But we'll see where it's like in the second half. All four of these seasons have only just finished their mid-season finale. So they will be coming back, should be in the next 2 weeks. So hopefully they'll get any better. Next up is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This first half of the season was titled Ghost Rider, which I thought was brilliant. They actually brought Ghost Rider onto the series, and it wasn't the Johnny Blaze one that everybody knew from the films that Nick Cage, I think it was, played them. Not very good films those, but the series was Romy Reyes, I think his name is. I can't remember his actual name. I know it's Reyes, the last name, but he was the Ghost Rider this time. They did a nice little link between those two Ghost Riders about passing over the torch. Passing over the torch. Yeah, but the whole series was a bit more about magic and about Ghost Rider helping them out and stuff like that. Next half of the series apparently is the LMDs. If you don't know this from your comic books, it means life model decoys. They were everywhere in the comic books, so I'm glad they're bringing them on the TV show, and I'm hoping that this show goes from strength to strength. Usually around about this time in the series, it drops a bit, but since they're doing two separate stories, instead of trying to lap them over as much as they did in the first couple of series, hopefully things will be better this time, so let's see. Next up is a show that most people don't really watch. It's called Code Black. It's a medical series, a bit like ER used to be in the olden days when I was younger. I'm older than I look, but Code Black. I like the drama of it. Every episode, I always end up either really happy by the end of it or in tears because of the drama and the emotions that it brings through. I love a show that can bring emotions from me through and make me deal with things. They've had a couple of episodes to do with people, family dying. I had my stepmother dying during the time that one of these stories was happening. So it helped me get through that. And there's also been about depression and stuff like that as well. And so for me, this is a really good series to sit down and watch and help bring out a load of stuff that I've got stuck inside of me and let me cry and let me feel things for once. So I'm loving this series and I hope you guys watch it sometime as well soon. Next up is a series called Lucifer. It is actually a DC TV series but not connected to the other four that I've mentioned before. Lucifer is, as you can tell by the name, is the devil. He's decided that he no longer likes hell and wants to live on Earth and help a police officer solve crimes by using some of the powers he's got. The first season was quite good. This season has been absolutely fantastic. I'm loving the story. I love the character of Lucifer. He is so like pan humor. It's just deadpan humor done in a certain way that just makes you want to laugh your ass off at him. And if you haven't watched it already, I recommend it to you. It is one of my favourite shows. And last up would be, as you can probably guess, Stranger Things. Everybody was talking about this series when it first came out. I was a little behind. I didn't watch it when it first came out. I waited a while because it kind of didn't interest me when I first heard about it. It's about four young lads meeting a girl who has some sort of an ability, and it didn't quite gel with me. I then, after a friend of mine told me about it, decided to sit down and watch it and end up blitzing the whole series in one day. I could not stop watching it. If you haven't seen it already, you need to watch it. It is absolutely fantastic. Being a D&D buff as well, having D&D kind of stuff in there as well, then playing it at the beginning, calling the bad guy a demogorgon as well, which was quite funny. It was just lovely 80s charm. I think it was the 80s. I'm hoping it was the 80s, otherwise I'm going to sound a bit stupid right now. Ugh. But yeah, it was such perfect charm to it, such perfect humour, perfect sci-fi, fantasy stuff. Like I said, if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. So that was my top 5 TV shows of last year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different to what I normally do, but I wanted to do it since, brand new year. Everybody seems to do a top 5 of last year, so I thought I'd do it. As you can tell, most of the shows that I watch are comic book based. That's because I kind of like comic books a little bit, so having them on TV actually helps. Yeah, so if you guys have not seen any of these shows, I seriously recommend them. They are fantastic shows, and if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, you can subscribe by pressing this button just here. And also, if you look over here, you can see one of my series called Badger's Life, where you follow me around between Sunday and Saturday every week. So I hope you like this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!